Alright, this is about Aspergers again. I just realized that most definitely people with Aspergers have nothing wrong with them. This idea of missing social cues, what are those social cues for in this society? What do they represent? They represent the opportunity to hide the truth. That's all they represent. So all Asperger's is the inability to be dishonest with people in communication. That's all it is. And you call this a disease? Sorry if I'm walking off camera. I'm getting dressed all the way. So, we're calling disease normal. So people with Asperger's are closer to non-zombie. Didn't know that, did we? So you're making fun of the humans. That's how zombies do it. I mean, if 90% of America is zombies, 3% are primary and 90 or so are secondary, then of course you humans are going to be in the minority, and of course you zombies are going to all think the same. And if you're all going to think the same, you're all going to want to make sure you can call zombies. So you're going to you're going to say they're diseased somehow. So you zombies who are diseased are going to instinctually believe that anybody who isn't diseased as you are is themselves diseased. See what happens when the majority has a disease? And that is precisely what is going on here. It's the majority of humans, the vast majority of humans, have a disease. The zombie virus, or the zombie disease. I don't know what else to call it. So you're all diseased. So I've just demonstrated to you, from a human perspective, how zombies are, or how Asperger's is not a disease. It's only a disease because we, in this paradigm, believe it's a disease. And this paradigm has been created by zombies. What else do you want to call it? I was thinking this morning, this will be notes that I jot, I'll do video of this. This is notes myself, I very much. One thing that really strikes me is that, or bothers me, is that we have set up a system where we're cheating ourselves. I mean, all capitalism, all our modern industrialized civilization's paradigm is cheating ourselves. I mean, we're cheating ourselves. Okay, think from society's perspective. We don't develop technology based on human needs. We create human wants around technologies we develop. We don't design phones that work for people's needs. We design phones that work for the needs of the corporations who sell us the services. And they work well for that, don't they? They don't serve those of us who need them very well. I mean, I just need a phone that makes phone calls. And, I'm recording video on one. So, yeah, anyway, we're just cheating ourselves. I'm about to be a zombie and leave Motel 6 without telling them the shower was unusable. That would be a zombie thing to do. Think about that. I think what I might do is intersperse edited, things I talk about with, edit these live bits in. But wanted to address, I'm just passing by a massive dairy. I mean, it's massive, or feedlot, whatever. And before that was a sign on a farm that says, "Stop the Congress-created dust bowl." I just wanted to explain to you farmers that you're right, it is congressionally created, in that Congress failed to enact laws that prevented you from using up all the water or growing things that don't need to be grown. So, don't ditch them. Oh yeah, and they also failed to, Congress also failed us in informing us that, fossil fuels are bad for the planet. So yes, Congress did create this dust bowl in a roundabout way by allowing you to create it, actually. So that's what's going on here. Congress, being primary zombies, failed to inform you, secondary zombies, taught you wrong, and made you believe that you were right, and yeah. So that Yes, you're right. Yes, Congress did create this dustbowl. Okay. Just wanted to get that out. Alright. Evidence that corporations not only don't need to exist, but shouldn't exist. Okay. CEO. What is a CEO? CEO is the Chief Executive Officer. What does that mean? Chief Executive Officer means ultimate decision maker. Executive means decision making. Officer means there's a hierarchy. Chief means he's at the top. So he is at the top of the hierarchy of decision making in the organization. Now, why would an organization, a corporation, a bodiless, here's a discrepancy in law. Why would a bodiless corporation, because that's what a corporation is, it's a single entity with no head, why would that need a head? Why would that need a single decision maker? No, this is a functionally cooperative organization with common goal. Everyone should be making the decision, not one person. If they are parts of a whole, there doesn't need to be a head. So we have it all wrong. And that's how. That falls right into the fact that about psychopaths. Zombies, if you will, if we're doing that. And, oh man, I'm gonna think on this some more. This is incredible. Wow. Yeah, I'm distracted right now. I got trucks all over the place. I'm in the middle of a fucking 400 truck convoy. Actually, let me show you. You can see. No, can't see. I can't see it either. Not very well, anyway. But yeah, hundreds of fucking trucks around me. Great fuel economy, though. Probably getting about 45 miles a gallon right now. Hello. Welcome to another episode of Zombie Apocalypse Diaries. I can't seem to remember what I was going to talk about. Oh, yeah. A practical guide to surviving coming zombie apocalypse. Actually, zombie apocalypse has already happened. It's already happening, actually. It's through various stages, and the next significant stage is the, final, ultimate collapse of industrial civilization. At least the rat race. The current, everything's going. What made me think of this is I'm driving through a construction zone here in Antioch, California. Excuse me. And I realized that the signs that say, work zone 55. Okay, we're putting the game on slight hold. The game is that your freedom, your path, your way through life, I don't know the right word, but the game is, the capitalism, the let's work, let's do this, let's do that, everything you're doing, everything you know of your existence gets slightly put on hold, inconvenienced, so that they can do road construction. Well, I want you to think about this. Coming up in your path in life, the freeway of industrialized civilization, there's a major problem coming up, okay? There's a bridge out. There is no more road. And it's going to more than slightly inconvenience you and everyone else. What's going to happen is the game is over. That's it. It's going to end soon. It is being propped up, and therefore there is nothing that can substantially. The game is non-sustainable. It's capitalism, industrialized society. It's unsustainable. It is being sustained by efforts to maintain it beyond its maturity. So everything that is being done to keep things going is just making the fall worse. So I have assumed that everything's done. It's over with. I am planning and preparing for the next stage of existence. I encourage you to do the same. Okay? All the things that you take for granted in this society, they're not going to be there in as few as 3 years. As few as 3 years, and I'm thinking maybe even a year and a half. Don't know. Hard to tell. But I'll be sitting and making some more observations on this and see if I can pin down a time. But you don't have long. Okay? I don't have long. I'm pretty close to have my ship ready. My ship will be my island, my self-sufficiency, my what I depend upon for my survival. And anyone else that's on my ship. We will all depend on it. You've got some pretty serious preparing and thinking to do, because I'm way ahead of you time-wise and intellectually as far as the planning stages are concerned. So, because I know it's coming and I know what it's going to look like, or at least I have a much better idea than most. So, just start thinking about that. Start thinking about what you take for granted that this society provides, that if it's all of a sudden not there anymore, what are you going to do? What are you going to do without power? Okay? Go out to your circuit breaker and turn off your main disconnect. And do that for, just randomly do that. See what you do. See how you do. Do 3 days without power. Turn off your water, too. Turn off your sewage. Well, you can't turn off your sewage. Just don't use the toilet, because there's no sewage. Go camping. Go primitive camping for a weekend and then a week. Prepare for it and just get used to living like that. Go camping as often as you can. That's a good way to get used to this. Get yourself set up so that you're camping every weekend. You're self-sufficient every weekend. Spend the weekends or as much time as you can away from industrialized society. Let's see, is there anything I need at Winco? Meat. No, I get everything in a butcher shop now. Fucking asshole. Fucking asshole. Zombie drivers, man. Fucking piss me off. Right up my fucking ass like that. Accurate California license plate 6WTW593. Yeah, I'm gonna start calling you out publicly. Don't ever fucking come up on my ass like that again, motherfucker. I'll slam on my brakes harder and make you hit me. No, I wouldn't do that, but yeah. You waved to me, huh? Oh, how's this? Yeah, anyway. So I'll be doing some more of that, for sure. Lots and lots of that. It's nice to see the forest finally more finished. I wouldn't say finished. Nothing's ever finished. Anyway, so yeah, just start thinking about those kind of things. A lowered Lincoln Navigator bouncing all over the road. You're a dumbass. Wow, zombie. Yeah, that Acura, primary zombie. The Lincoln Navigator, definitely secondary zombie. Alright, for now. Back to Bodega Bay. I'm driving from Bodega Bay to Sebastopol, and was behind several vehicles who were behind a CHP pickup truck. 3:20 p.m., just out of Bodega towards Sebastopol. The CHP officer in his SUV did a U-turn right in front of somebody, pulled partially over to the right-hand lane without signaling, and did a U-turn right in front of somebody. The person behind him almost hit him. That is uncalled for. That is just nonsense. And he did it for a social call, to stop and see his buddy on the side of the road who was unloading hay. Unbelievable that we tolerate this stuff. Unbelievable.